time here on Lifestyle Live. The podcast is called Behind the Bricks. Zach Orrell is with me from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and this latest edition, it's really cool because it gives you a look behind the scenes at the television production and the still photographers who chronicle the race each year.
So this one was so much fun for me because I didn't even know anything about this. I mean, we have a list of things we want to cover, and this was not on my list. And Doug called me and he said, "Hey, I think that some of the camera angles and where the photographers have to go, I think that would be really cool to highlight." And I said, "Okay, sure." And then the morning of, he called me and he said, "Hey, we need to fill out paperwork and you need to go get harnesses because we can't just go up there and do this." So we had to go up to our facilities team. They had to get us harnesses so we could safely do this because, I mean, we are on top of the roof. We have to hook ourselves in. We're crawling, under the grandstands and going places that I didn't even know existed, quite frankly. And I'm there every day.
And you don't think about it, but the reality is when you're looking at a really cool image or a video shot, some of these photographers really have to do superhero stuff, don't they?
Oh, yeah, and it really just gives you a whole new appreciation for, what they do and why they do it, especially, the camera angles on top of the track. I mean, when you get up there, you see more than half the racetrack, and you understand, oh, okay, I get why they come up here, but then knowing that, some of the people have to carry very heavy cameras while wearing a harness, while attached to the roof, and it's a whole process.
Well, to illustrate that point, let's go and check out Doug Bowles and the Behind the Bricks podcast.
So one of those shots that's iconic when you watch the Indianapolis 500 broadcast, been around forever, disappeared for a few years, but was back this year. This RoboCam that's right here that catches the speed of the cars as they come out of turn 4, head down the front stretch. One of the things we love so much, that little box, that piece of dirt right there, that's where those flowers are that you see every time you see the cars screaming by here at 230 miles an hour. One of the first rules in motorsport is never turn your back on race cars. This place, when it's racing, 33 cars, 230 miles an hour. This is where you get that amazing shot of those cars coming at you. Just one of almost 100 cameras that helps us film the Indianapolis 500. So we've given a lot of love to where the NBC video... Man,
that is interesting stuff. I love the production of the broadcast, too, and the stories as you lead up to the race. So we always think about the Indianapolis 500 as being the end-all and be-all, but a lot of stuff happens year-round at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What do you have coming up this month, Zach?
So this is actually, I would argue, kind of our second biggest month of the year. The end of July, we have Brickyard Weekend, so we have 3 races. Over 100 race car drivers will be at IMS between the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and the NTT IndyCar Series. July 29th through the 31st. Nowhere else in the world do these 3 racing series come together for one weekend. So it's a really, really cool, really unique opportunity. And, we bring NASCAR in, and it's kind of a new, or not new, but a different type of racing series. It's something fresh, and it'll be really fun. And we've got some really great subjects for Behind the Bricks coming up to kind of dig into our history and maybe, take us back to the early 1900s that I'm also really excited about.
All right. Well, come on the show and we'll talk about them.
Absolutely.
All right. He's Zach Orrell from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Carrie, that's hard to beat.